Good day, folks. This is video number 16 in the 3D Experience CATIA GSD playlist. I will be talking about a very simple icon, which is translate. And when you click on when you're in generative shape design and you click on the transform tab, you get a menu structure down here, and one of the items is actually translate. It's actually one of the icons in this group of icons, and I've done already access to access, affinity, and scaling, and now we're going to do translate. When you click on it, this dialog box opens up and there's a pull down menu associated with it, so different ways you can translate things. Incidentally, this same icon and functionality appears in part design and is pretty much the same. There is really not much difference except for one message that you get and you have to confirm that. That's pretty much it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a very simple problem. We go here, I'm in generative shape design, so what I'm going to do is I will maybe on that plane, I will sketch. Okay, let me sketch an arc, something like that. The shape and dimensions and things like that don't matter. So I just do it like this. Okay. Now, also, oh yeah, let me go ahead and create a surface out of this by extruding it. There we are. And I also want to draw an arbitrary direction here. So the easiest way, one way of doing this, not the easiest way, but one way to do that is, for example, create a point out there. So let me go ahead and create a point. Okay, so let me go up. Again, dimensions don't matter. Okay, and go in the Y direction. Okay. And another point, perhaps another point like this. Let me go in the X direction. Okay, and 0 and 0. Okay, so what I have is 2 points here. If I connect them with the line, I get a kind of an arbitrary direction that I'm going to be using later on. You can see that. I just need the direction. That's pretty much it. Nothing fancy, nothing critical. All right, go ahead. Now we go to transform. Here's the translate. And notice that there are different ways of doing it. Point and direction is one of them. Let's try that thing first. So first of all, point and direction element, you select the element that you want to translate right there. The direction, I'm going to choose this direction. And the amount, let me make it 30 millimeters, see how it looks like. Okay, so notice that it did translate it. Let me actually make it longer so that you can see it. See it better, maybe 100. Yeah, that's good. Right there. So it translated in that direction by 30 millimeter. Now, if I double click on this again, in fact, you can say repeat this, say okay. If you want, make it 3 times or 4 times. And there we go. Very easy. Okay, let's do another one. Another translate. Maybe same thing. Again, in the direction and distance, you put the cursor there. Direction, you select the y-axis, and maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger so you can see it better. Very good. And if you want, you can repeat this thing too. Good. Let's do another one. So we go to translate. Again, select the, well, let's change this thing to point to point. Select the element, for example, how about how about this uh, this element, start point. Why don't we translate it, for example, from this start point, see that, to this start point? Notice that it did it for us right there. So you select the element, you select point 1, point 2, and it translated from point 1 to point 2 in that direction. Okay, let's do another one. Translate. We already did point. By the way, you can repeat this thing if you want. We did distance and distance and direction, direction and distance. We did point to point. Coordinates is just you select whatever you want, and then you give it a coordinate. You can see that. Let me make it 100. Let me make this thing 400, and let me make this thing 50. There we are. So it took that and translated by those numbers that I gave it, which were 100 in X direction, 400 in Y direction, and 500 in Z direction. And it took that and translated it there. It doesn't actually move this. It creates a copy of it on that side. All right. Now you can also do this thing for solids. So let me go ahead and delete these things. All of these. Okay. Now on that horizontal plane, I will draw something. Maybe a box. Okay. Exit. Add it. You go to volume. Add it. Sleeve up. Okay, good. And let me also do a surface. So select that and draw a surface, a spline perhaps. Exit. And then pad it. Not pad it, extrude it. You don't call that in pad in surfaces. Okay, good, good. So now we're going to go to transform, translate. Notice that we have a choice of doing a surface and a volume. So let me select the surface. And for example, let's do it, I don't know, coordinates. That's fine. Take this thing 90, 500, and maybe minus 200. So what happened, it actually did this, but not the volume. So what you can do is you go to that last thing that I did, translate, and there is a arrow here looking to the right for multiple selection. I already did the extrude, so I can select this one. So both extrude and volume, and when you're done, those are, and you can select it. Notice that it has done both of them. That's pretty much it. Have fun.